important. Okay, I talk about today. My title is how could communist China rise? Okay, communist China rise on the global stage is a very important pivotal development with far-reaching implications. It's 5,000 years of continuous and brilliant civilization and the world's largest educated labor force and vast territory, making endow it with a significant geopolitical importance. Positioning it as a decisive player in the Asia and beyond. Okay, in the beyond. Okay, founded with the support from the Soviet bloc in 1949. Communist China later diverged from its Soviet allies and reach political reconciliation with American in 1970s. This reconciliation paved the way for China integration into Western economy system. And providing access to international market, to the foreign investment, to the advanced technology, and to the efficient management practice. Okay, today I talk about how communism China rise. Yes,
I love rice.
The rice. Because
we like Pakistani basmati rice. It's the best rice. Too much starch in your rice. Too much starch in Chinese rice.
Communist Party.
I don't like starch
got
in
support from the Soviet Union, from the Soviet blocs, and he gets the foundation, the country, and gets the financial and military support from the Soviet Union. And during the 1950 to 1953, China, allied with the Soviet Union and North Korea, held the war against South Korea, with backed by the United States, lead the coalition of the United Nations, right?
But so, be careful, a lot of Yankee doodles there as well today.
Okay. I don't care about that. Yeah, I just talk about make my speech. Yeah, and later, communist China diverged. They got the reconciliation with American in the 1970s. Yes, because they have the peoples from the United States, the secret visit from the United States, secret Kissingers. They come to China in 1997 or 1991 and have the secret meeting with Premier Mr. Zhou Enlai, and they have the agreement to get the political reconciliation. And this reconciliation is very critical for the Chinese development in the next 50 years. Yes, they paved the way for China integration into the Western economic system, right? Provide access to the foreign investment, international market, and the advanced technology and management practice. So this is why I talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, if you have any questions, I am not the member of the Communist parties. Okay, I just tell you a truth. Anything you want interest in, and if you have any question, you can tell me. Yeah. Oh, thank you.
You say you are a member of the Communist Party.
No, I'm
you're not.
never. I've never been a member of the communist parties.
Why are you not a member of the Communist Party?
I'm not.
Why?
Because
Why?
I don't like communism.
Okay.
I don't like communism.
So give us the reason why you don't like them. Are you afraid to say online because the Communist Party will track you down and you will go back to
It's no
China?
problem. I don't like the communists. I don't approve the dictatorship, you know. And I love the democracies. I love the democracies. I support freedom of speech, freedom of publication.
So what do you
That
think?
is the human rights.
What do you think about Tiananmen Square?
Tiananmen Square,
1989. June 10th.
1989. What was Tiananmen Square is 1989. In that time, I'm 9 years old. I was being in China,
But
yes.
why have they censored that part of history, China history?
That history is very terrible. It's very anti-humanities. I saw some video on YouTube. I saw some video on the website. That is killing the people. I know that. Yeah, I don't like it. You know, that is a big problem for the communist China. You know, Chinese government, Chinese government is a traditionally centralized power government. Their power is not coming from the people. They don't do the elections. The power is not coming from the God, because the people is atheist. They don't believe God. The power is come from the false. They come from the false. So this is the only way. If they get the challenging for their authority, they get challenging for their power. They will use the force to kill the people, to make them kill the revelries. All the people was killed. Yeah, I know
What
that.
happened to you?
Do you believe in God? Do you believe in God?
I don't believe in God.
You're
I'm
the same-
atheist. I'm atheist.
We
Sorry.
are the same like the Communist Party.
No. Atheist. Communist party is communist party. I don't believe communist. I don't believe God.
Yes.
But why? You know why you're an atheist? Because from young, communists have taken God out of China. Even 那个字、爱的字，他的姓已经拿出来了。
Besides the organism transplantation.
Yeah, even the word love,
Yeah.
the heart in the Chinese character has been taken out. So that is why you don't believe in God, but there is a God, and that God is Jesus Christ. Okay?
Okay.
And
You know-
if you know Jesus, you will be the better man than who you are now.
You
And
know,
you
yes,
will know what
on
true
this
justice
world,
is about.
the religions is the freedom.
No.
You can
Only
believe the God.
real-
You cannot believe God. You can believe communism. You cannot believe
no.
communism.
Only one
You
true
can
God.
believe socialism.
There is
You can
only one
believe
true God in Jesus
capitalism. Anything. Okay, we have the diversified belief. We have diversified
Diversified.
religions. We have diversified. Yeah, I'm atheist. I'm atheist. I'm
So you were
isolist.
saying-
I don't believe the God. I'm
You
sorry.
were saying that
Yeah.
there is no freedom of speech in China.
Yes.
But is there any restriction on TikTok or the other version of TikTok in China? What's called? The TikTok of China.
Douyin.
Douyin. Is there
Yeah.
any restriction?
Yes,
People,
yes.
what they talk or there is no restriction?
I tell you that. I'm international relations research. I do the global politics and geopolitical research.
Yes.
I just put my book introduction. That's in English. I put into the Douyin. Then they delete. They delete. That's in English. Most of the 99% of the Chinese people, they cannot understand what that. But I just put on the Douyin. 2 hours later, they delete. They have the very, very strictly control of the content you upload to the platforms. Okay, Douyin, I believe that is the world most strictly controlled under the in China it's totally no freedom of speech, freedom of publication, nothing. You cannot talk about, if you're writing something on the website, if you're writing something on the book, you must use official statement. The government, they have the official media. They have the official statement about the diplomacy, about any political questions. So you must use that. If you use your personal opinion, you use your personal statement, you get big trouble. You go to the jail.
What kind of topic they filter out?
Politics.
Politics.
Politics is the number one.
LGBT.
LGBT. Yes. They don't accept the LGBT. You know, in China, the society is very few people as gay and lesbians. They don't talk about that. But LGBT was totally banned. They don't talk about that. They don't talk about that. And religions. They don't like the religions. They don't like religions. I talk about the Xinjiang and the Tibet. A lot of people get the persecutions because the religions. They don't like the religions anymore, you know. And the religions is against it's not against the communism, but it's heart maybe have the problem with communism. If you believe the religions, you do not follow the government orders. You don't follow the government orders. So that is why religions was surprised.
Is it all religions? Confucius, Christianity, Islam?
Islam and Christian, they don't like it. But the Buddhist is a very special case because Buddhist in China is not religion, it's a culture. It's a culture. But the Chinese people believe Buddhist 2,000 years before. So that is become the part of the culture, Chinese traditional the cultures. So that is a philosophy. It's not the religion anymore. But only very few people they become monk. The monk is a religion. You must live in a temple, and you cannot eat meat. You're vegetarian, totally vegetarian. You cannot get a woman. You cannot marry it. You don't have the children. So the people do not choose that life. It's a very harsh life. The people do not choose that life. So the Buddhist is not the religion in China. It's a culture. Where can I get fish and chips in Hyde Park? You can go. Yeah, fish chips. Over there. Yeah, go there. Yeah. You will do that. Yeah. You will go there. Yeah.
No more fish chips, chicken and chips.
And Buddhist is very popular, but Buddhist is a disappeared in India already, but very popular in China and Japan and Southeast Asia, like the Thailand, Myanmar, and the Malaysia. They are very popular. So that's Korea.
What about Hinduism? The Hindu.
Hindu, no. In China, it's very few.
Don't apologize. They don't like that.
A lot of Christians. Christians are number one of the. I believe Christian is a 25 million, over 25 million people in China believe the Christian. About 20 million people believe Islam, that's a Muslim, and Buddhist is a culture. If you said Buddhist is the religious, very few people, because a monk. I talk about that. Monk have the very harsh life. They cannot eat meat. Yeah, totally vegetarian. No sex. They don't have the wife. You cannot marry. You cannot have the children.
Place?
Sorry.
Can you go to a massage place as a Buddhist?
That's secret. I don't know. I don't know.
They don't control you. You're okay.
Taoists. Dao is a traditionally Chinese local religions. Dao was the same as the Buddhist. That is a part of the culture. The Dao, like a monk, the few people, like monk, they live in a temple, and I believe Dao is they as well vegetarian. They don't eat meat. They don't eat meat.
I heard they don't like black people in China. They hate black people. They don't like them.
As I know, that a lot of the over 1 million black people live in Guangzhou, south part of China. They have big community in Guangzhou area. They do the business with the Chinese local businessman, and they are bridge to the African market and the Chinese manufacturers.
What happened to them during the COVID?
I don't know.
Did you not see that?
And you know says Chinese community is very closely. They request the people discipline, very good discipline, and they don't like the people have the personal opinions. Like the black people come to the China, they want to do the business with the black people, but they don't want the people. They don't want. They are not. They are a little bit afraid. They fear the people. The different cultures in Chinese the society is totally non-diversified cultures. They like uniform. They like everything is uniform. Uniform the clothing, uniform the language, uniform your thinking. They have the standard things. Uniform thinking, uniform statement, uniform official medias. Everything is uniform. So foreigners is not only the black man, the white man, the other Muslim come. They are not uniform. They are diversified. They're different. Yes. Of course, white man come to China. They live over there for a long time. They are being feared. They don't like it.
They don't blame the people. It's the
they don't like non-Chinese people. That's why the Chinese society was closely. They don't like the other cultures.
Basically, mainland Chinese are racist.
Mainland Chinese inside the communists in China. Yeah, but Hong Kong was diversified, and I've been to Taiwan only once, but I've been to Taiwan whole island. Most of the Taiwan people is Chinese peoples, but they also have some foreigners living over there.
They are more welcoming.
But Hong Kong was international cities. They are very, very diversified cultures. They have the Muslim, they have the Indian peoples, Pakistan peoples, South Asia, Southeast Asians come from Malaysia. Also, the official language is Cantonese, is not Mandarins. So sometimes the Cantonese is for me is totally another language. I can't understand what they are talking. Yeah, we are not writing. I can understand, but the talking is totally different.
What's the latest on Taiwan about like Xi Jinping going to try and take over Taiwan?
Yeah, last week I talked about Taiwan. Taiwan was critical now. Taiwan very dangerous. There is the two groups. China lead the China, Russia, Iran groups. Compete with United States lead NATO groups. Okay, they already have the Ukraine war in the Europe theaters, right? Now, Israel is consistently challenging Iran. They have the second military theaters in the Middle East. And Taiwan is the number 3. Taiwan should be number 3. So this is very critical and dangerous times. Ukraine war is very critical. Now the Ukraine was retaliation. They reinvade the Russia. right?
Do you
Now
think-
it's very critical.
No, it's how the
Do
media
you
is
think
controlled. The media is controlled.
China have the right to Taiwan?
Taiwan and China, they are civil war since 1930s, right?
No, even further than that.
They are further than that.
China do not have the right to Taiwan. Okay, Taiwan, the first settlers, foreign settlers are the Portuguese and the Dutch. The only reason why China claimed Taiwan to be its own is because during the dynasty period, every time they are having civil war, the people that lose it will find refugees in Taiwan. Isn't that right? Is that right?
Yes, I tell you.
And that doesn't give them the right to Taiwan. Because Taiwan has their own people, especially
Indigenous people, yes.
indigenous. They have their own
native people. Yeah.
China do not have the right to Taiwan. Period.
No, they're independent.
Oh, I tell you that Taiwan was a part of China.
No.
No.
Way back
Tell me.
in
I
ancient
tell you
history.
that.
In ancient history.
Yeah, from the ancient long time ago,
Yeah.
Taiwan was ruled by China, by dynasty, by the Chinese emperors, right? And Taiwan was taken over by foreign
Japanese.
powers 3 times. First time is by the Netherlands, Dutch, in the 17th centuries. Okay, and they failed. The Chinese take over Taiwan in the 17th centuries. And second time was taken over by the Ming Dynasty, right?
Yeah,
Ming
they
Dynasty,
took
the
over.
Ming Dynasty
That means
defeat,
that Taiwan
and they
didn't belong
flee to the Ming
Taiwan never belonged to China.
Yeah, and
Never.
third times Taiwan was annexed by Japan in this before the Second World War.
50 years.
Yeah, 50 years, and Japan was defeated and failed. They returned Taiwan to the Chinese government, right? I tell you that Taiwan is totally different with Hong Kong and Macau. Hong Kong and Macau is colonies. You can negotiate with the UK government. You can negotiate with the Portuguese government for the handover the colonies. But Taiwan, they are civil war. They are never signed the ceasefire agreement and truce. Taiwan is a civil war. The civil war never finished. They don't finish.
Never
They
belonged
don't
to China.
finish. Okay, who win the civil war? Who is the only one legal government of China? I don't believe that the nationalists China live in Taiwan, stay in Taiwan will totally defeat.
They are
They
taking
are still
Taiwan
alive
was
in
never
Taiwan. Yeah.
China. The reason why the Kuomintang went to Taiwan is because they want to escape the communists. Okay? And even Chinese, you know what the communists say? Thank goodness for the Japanese war. Because it's the Japanese war that make them win the communism. You should know your own history. Okay? And the thing.
Yeah, some things you are right. You know, when the Japanese surrenders, they left a huge of the weapon and military goods to the communist China and the nationalist China. And the communist China defeat nationalism China. That's truth. I accept your telling. The history, the Japanese left a huge amount of the weapon to communist China. That's why he can defeat 3 million nationalism China troops. Yes, that's right. That's right. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. Here's is coming. Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Don't apologize for being an atheist.
Oh yeah, I'm an atheist.
You have a right to be an atheist, but